Hello and welcome to the next episode of D.O.A.F.T. Team Globo Gym. Yeah, so amazing, so great. You know, I picked them to be so great last year and they weren't so great last year, but that's just because of injuries. I'm sorry, I didn't want to do these two. You know, I've just taken so much smack from these guys. I don't even know if I want to do them. I mean, can I stop it now? Is that an option? No? It's not? Am I talking to the imaginary person? The imaginary person saying no. So I have to do it. Here we go, Globo Gym. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather speaks.
Globo Gym, I gotta tell you, Chuck, you know I'm such a fan. But I'm also gonna say I won't pick you first this year because every time I do, you end up having 10 guys on the disabled list. So I'm just gonna say I love the team with some holes, and I'm gonna bring those up because that's my job. The lineup is spectacular. Your lineup, I'm jealous of it. The only problem I don't like about your lineup is I'm not a big, I love home runs. I love the RBIs. And you got some guys that fill in other categories. But Pollock and Betts, just awesome. Ryan Braun, a little bit underrated, a little bit overrated. It kind of depends on your perspective. But if you're looking for 25 and 90, you're going to get that. Maybe hit 290, which is good. Kipnis, sometimes overrated. But again, for your team, I love him there. And then you got Machado, superstar. Posey, superstar. Your first baseman, Rizzo, superstar. I love the front. I love the lineup. I will say no depth, so let's say no injuries, please, because I think if you have injuries, there could be some question marks for you. But top to bottom, probably the best starting lineup other than bench champions, and I am biased, so it possibly could be the best. Let's look at your pitching staff. Now, I will say this. On paper, the reason why I say you could be the best team is because you've got good saves guys and you've got good starting pitching. But there are holes, and I got to poke them. Tolson's been a closer for less than a year. Perkins has arm problems. It seems like every year something happens. Casilla, I'm not sure that's the guy they want to be their closer long-term in the Giants. So all of a sudden, maybe you don't have saves as your thing. And then we look at your starting pitcher. Wainwright could be an injury risk. Good, but getting older. Jordan Zimmerman going to take a step back just because in Detroit, because it's American League. Still good. Okay. Zamarja, you never know. Again, I love him in San Francisco. But the facts are, up to this point, he hasn't really shown what he's capable of. And he could, but he hasn't. Smiley gets hurt every year. Could be something, but then the AL East, you know what the AL East does to people. Lackey, again, could this be his last year? You don't know. Cueto, could he be hurt? We don't really know. So, again, on paper today, love the pitching staff, love the bullpen, love the lineup. On paper, number one. But holes that need, it's a lot of question marks. And so for that reason, and because of the things that I've done to Chuck in the past when I've predicted him first, I'll say not first place team, but a playoff team.
Ira's Island. Team Globo Gym, which again is probably called that because it does have a lot of power as well. A lot of strong guys in this lineup. We've got Machado at short and Posey at catcher, and both of those are very, very important because that catcher is going to do much better than any other catcher in the league, and that shortstop's going to do a lot better than any other shortstop in this league, and that is why I have him ranked as high as I do, because there is some issues in the lower end of this offense. But I regress. Let me continue. Rizzo, great first baseman, obviously.
Braun will fill up the categories as long as he's healthy. Apparently he's having some back issues now. And again, that's, it's probably from the PDE use. I don't know if that's true, but, you've got Betts and Blackman who seem to be very solid. Kipnis is kind of an every other year kind of guy where, he's kind of like the San Francisco Giants of fantasy baseball, where one year he seems amazing, the next year he doesn't seem to have any clue what's going on. So Gordon is a guy who's going to hit 50 doubles. But Pollock, again, is he really this great? I know he's a number one, he's a first rounder, okay? So usually those first rounders tend to have great stats, but he hasn't been able to get on the field this early, and let's just, before we, go crazy on Pollock, let's just wait and see on Pollock. Kang is coming back. He's not going to be back until May, the way it looks. And Longoria is just another year older. Longoria as he continues his decline. So there is issues at the bottom of this lineup, but I am so high on the idea of having that catcher and that shortstop, putting up so much better stats than anybody else in the league. I have him as the number 2 ranked offense, Team Globo Gym.
Yeah, the sleeper is Drew Smyly because everybody's an amazing pitcher at Tampa Bay. They're all 20-game winners at Tampa Bay because I don't freaking know. I don't know why people pitch so well in Tampa. It's really not a great place to pitch. That's the funny part about it. It's actually a decent place to hit. It's indoors. Those are always good places to hit. But yeah, Drew Smyly, sleeper, gonna be great because he's on Team Globo Gym. Hooray. Annabelle Sanchez, 4.99 ERA. At least he did break 5 for 2015. 128 WHIP. At least he broke 1.30 in 2015. Annabelle Sanchez, he is the reason your team is absolutely dreadful.
Now it's time for Team Globo Gym's pitching staff. And let me tell you, there are some question marks. I like the top end. Wainwright, even though there's a lot of innings on those arms, he is still Adam Wainwright. And then we've got Drew Smyly and Carrasco. I expect big things out of these young guns this year. Young guns. Movie reference. Also, we have question marks on the next level. Cueto, will we get the amazing Cueto from the beginning of last year, or the very low K-rate Cueto from the second half of last season? Which will we get? And Lackey, he seems very serviceable, but he's a little bit of a loose cannon. You don't know what you're going to get all the time. Also, Jeff Shamaja, not very good. I agree with other people on this. I am not a big Shamaja fan. And then Zimmerman, again, used to be great. How will he do in Detroit? Very, very up in the air. A lot of question marks with this staff. That's why I have it ranked at the number 6 spot of the pitching rankings. Oh, this team is mad strong, yo. Translation, this team has a lot of power and is going to hit a lot of home runs. Shocker. Bust. This is where I get to Jeff Samardzija. He's awful.
He sucks. He really does. Shouldn't even be on your team. Anybody's team. Because look at his numbers. They're bad. Yeah. That's the kind of in-depth analysis you get from me. Jeff Samardzija. Bust. And now it's time for some Globo Gym. Now, Globo Gym doesn't really like Southern Draw, which I don't understand because us farmers should stick together. That said, I have Team Globo Gym as having the 4th best bullpen of anybody, and that's mainly because of sheer quantity. He's got Tollison and
Casilla, which are two solid closers. And then after that, there's a lot of question marks, but there's a lot of people. You got Doolittle and Matson. So you're going to have somebody closing there in Oakland. You got Colomé for the Tampa Bay Rays. They're going to have him. What else do we got? I feel like I'm missing something. Perkins. That's right, Glenn Perkins. Now, he's always solid until the end of the season when he has some sort of weird injury, but he's really good until the end of the year. I think I got everybody. Either way, I got him as the fourth best bullpen, just out of sheer quantity there for Globo Gym. Go Farmers. Okay, now it's time for Globo Gym. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you know what to do?
No.
You don't? Okay.
No.
All right, here. We're going to get all three of them and put them in the pot. Ready? Go. Faster, faster. Go, man. Go.
Ah!
Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. All right, all right. We're going to get the results. Oh, look. Look what it is. Do you know what it is?
Ugh.
I get it, I get it. It's a bridesmaid. Because Globo Gym is always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Okay, come here, get up, get up. Get up. We have to say bye, bye. Bye.
Yeah, I've done this 27 ways from Sunday. Is this 20? Is that a saying? It is now. I just made it. But I can't find a way that Chuck isn't at the top of the standings, and it kind of eats me up a little bit on the inside because I kind of want it to be like it was last year. Because if it was like last year, then maybe I could finish ahead of him in the standings and I could be like, nanny, boo-boo. But unfortunately, it's not going to be, and he's going to be great. So, yep. One more to go. This one's just going to be as fun as the last one that it did now. Which is so much fun. You know? Whatever.